Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a makeup tutorial. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and actually we have good lighting in the new place, so that's what I'm going to do today. It's almost 4 p.m. in the evening, and I'm getting ready to go to work, and I want to show you how I get ready and go to work. I will be right back as soon as I get done taking a shower. Bye. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm back from my shower. I went ahead and got dressed so I didn't have to deal with that, later. Or I usually am not dressed when I put my makeup on, so this is different. These hot flashes have been killing me. I get out of the shower and it's like I cannot cool down to save my life. Which is interesting because the other night when I came back from the gym, I was cold, like down to my bones, and could not get warm. This is just a spoolie. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but let's see. Oh, look at that. Anyways, it's just a regular spoolie. There we go. Ah, ha, ha. Yes, beautiful. So I tweezed my eyebrows like a lot of people did to make them really super, super thin. And seems like the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, I've been, maybe not 10 years, 5 to 7, I don't know, whatever. I've been drawing them in to make them thicker. I don't have that much left. And actually, I find that if I'm feeling more, I don't know, like islandish, something more natural, curly hair, bronze skin, mostly natural makeup. Then I'll leave them thin, I'll draw in where they're sparse, but I'll leave them thin. Anyways, this is the Maybelline Brow Precise. Try to get it clear so you guys can see it. There we go. I actually normally use, this is a Maybelline product, although you guys probably really can't see that, right? Yeah. So I typically use this one, and it's got powder on one end and the crayon portion on the back on the other end. And I accidentally threw away the one that still had product in it and kept the one that was completely empty, and so I have to keep that one so I can go back and renew my stuff. But this one works well too. So my hair is nice and red, especially outside in the sun, and so this brow pencil is, a dark auburn or chestnut color. And so the goal is to line the bottom of the brow. I still do a 3D brow. I know a lot of people have gotten away from it. Goss makeup artist says it's basically drag queen makeup, but I think it's beautiful, so I keep going with it. I try not to line like really outside of the brow. I try to line just a little bit up where the hair is at. I used to draw right outside the brows, and that's kind of new for me. So today I'm not going for super thick brows. I'm going for, somewhere in between. More than what I have naturally, but not super, super thick. And as you can tell, they're rough. I'm still getting used to the placement of the camera, so you can see they're not like hugely, hugely overdrawn. And I try to get a kind of a sharp angle at the front of the brow, so both of my eyebrows are shaped different. One sits a little higher, the other one sits a little lower. This is the one that's slightly higher, and the hair pattern where it grows naturally grows more, I want to say more straight like this, you know, across, where this one just naturally, that was my line. It was really thick. This one had a little more at the edge, but still pretty straight. So I'm cognizant of that when I'm drawing this in. They're never exactly the same. And I'm not a makeup artist. I just know what I like on my face. So I do my very best. So again, trying to get that sharper corner at the front of the brow. Not quite there yet. I would actually say right now it's probably more rounded. There we go. I squared it up some. I already have a round face, especially with the extra weight. So the last thing I want is a round face and round brows, so I can look like a true little ball, which, you know, to me is not desirable, but, you know, do you. If that's something you like, go with it. There it is. Okay. This is an angled brush. It's a, there we go. Clear it up so you can see. There we go. It's a Made You Look by Lex brush. You know, she does more character makeup and stuff like that. But for certain things on the average face, they do pretty well. What I'm doing is using this color, there we go, this one, to get my brow color closer to the color of my hair. So I typically have like burgundy eyebrows. This is the Mary Kay Signature palette. I think it was called Romance. Oh, Floral Fantasy. I'm wrong. This is an older palette, and I have used this, especially the shadows, like crazy. This one came out around Valentine's Day a while back, and I bought like a bunch of them. So I still have at least one that's brand new in the packaging, which is good because, again, my hair, besides the times when I went blonde, I've pretty much been a redhead for most of my adult life. There were a few times when I was brown. Edwin, my husband, says he likes the brown absolutely the best, which is nice to know he likes me the way I am, but I'm a red girl. I love Jessica Rabbit, and I also enjoy red, which is one of those things that when, I don't know, for a long time I was really just black and white. I liked a lot of black and white. Certain grays, lots of black and white. Anyways, I'm brushing the brow powder through, or the eyeshadow, I should say, through here. I don't want it to be, like, say, cherry red. So this just gives me a little more brown. Next step. Okay. I've got to take care of my brows, but I also need to do some highlighting and some bronzing or whatever. So I'm going to start with that. This is the, hopefully you guys can see this. There we go, 10 color palette, although it's backwards for you guys, from BH Cosmetics. I still have one of these that's in the original packaging too. I find that I buy a product and I enjoy it and I stick with it, and because freaking manufacturers will get you hooked on something and then stop selling it, I will try to stock up. I'm actually using one of the lighter, like, tan colors. The top row of this is, there we go. There we go, got the focus. So the top row is basically pinks. These are pinks, 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 more browns and like reddish browns. And this row down here is more my colors, you know. These are more browns than reds. So I'm using this color, this one. How you do your bronzing and highlighting and all that stuff is, I guess, kind of a personal thing. You go with how you feel about it, or what you feel your level of expertise is, or your ability to become, you know, better at application and whatnot. But I, like everyone else, will sit and watch YouTube videos and then try something and I'll keep going, especially if it's something I really like. I'll keep going until I'm able to do that. And I know you're thinking right now, like, this looks crazy as hell. And it's going to continue to look crazy. I did the eye portion right now so that I can finish my, go ahead and finish my brows up. There we go. So, I don't really know where I got this brush from. There we go. It's got a very tiny little pointy hair on it, and that's it. And that's what I use to kind of edge up my brows. And on this one, I use the third color in the palette. Let's see. I use this one. I find that if I get the rest of the stuff around the eyes done, although I still do have a little bit of contour bronzing I have to do there, but it shouldn't interfere with my brows. There we go. There we go, good. So all I'm trying to do is anything that's gone outside of the lines where I don't want it to be, I'm getting rid of that. I'm smoothing out any rough areas. And because this is a thicker product, kind of let it melt some, you know, before I go back in and blend it. So I'm contouring the ends of this brow here. This one, because it's shaped differently, almost always is more thick than this other one over here. Is what it is, ladies. There's times I'll keep working at this, but I'm not feeling like a whole bunch of that. Just a quick fix where I touched and I shouldn't have. And on this one, I won't go back in with the burgundy because, there we go. Okay, there we go. I touched it. Tabbed it a little bit. But that's what's going to happen when you're doing your makeup. Okay, next part, while the brows are sitting, we're going to work on the rest of my contour.